What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another Classic WoW video for Season of Discovery. So Season of Discovery is really popular, and it makes me very happy to say that. Having played Phase 1 myself, I'm absolutely loving Season of Discovery so far, and it's not just me saying this, it's not just like based on people saying this, we have some actual statistics to back this up, and that it is actually really popular. It's maybe one of the most popular versions of WoW at the moment, especially Classic WoW, so we're going to take a look at those metrics very soon. It's just, I want to say that I'm so happy that it's as popular as it is, because having played Season of Mastery myself, like the previous season we had, I went into this season a little bit reserved, because Season of Mastery wasn't really, it wasn't the best it could have been, and having experienced Season of Mastery, I couldn't help myself but think that Season of Discovery would go somewhere along the same lines, and I'm really happy to say that for now, it absolutely hasn't. Like at this point in Season of Mastery, I had already quit, by the way. Like 1 month in, or like 5 weeks in, I had already quit. Like I was just over it. But yeah, in Season of Discovery, I'm still having a lot of fun. It's really fun, and we're only in Phase 1. We're only like, level cap is level 25. We are so far away from the prime content. Like for me, when it comes to leveling phases, I think Phase 2 is going to be the most fun, because level 40, you have so many things that you can do, and it's the perfect middle phase where sure, leveling takes some time, but it doesn't take that much time, so you can have like 1 alt or 2 alts. You're probably not going to have 10 alts in Phase 2, but like level 1 to 25 takes like what, 10-15 hours. Level 1 to 40 on the other hand is going to take probably about 40 hours in total, depending on how fast you personally level, but it's going to take some time. But level 40 is just the perfect middle ground for me. We have Nomor again as a big raid. We have a bunch of more fun dungeons to do than just Phase 1 dungeons, because let's face it, after having played Classic Era, Classic Hardcore, Season of Mastery, and now Season of Discovery, we have done Dead Mines quite a few times, and it's about time to start doing something else, like for example Scarlet Monastery, or Razor Fen Downs, or Razor Fen Kraul, and doing those dungeons. And I just think Phase 2 just offers a lot more than Phase 1 in terms of like fun content to do. So for me, Phase 2 is where the real fun lies. Either way, let's take a look at the statistics that I've been hinting at so far. I've just been rambling on afterwards, but I just want to say I'm loving Season of Discovery, and let's check out how it's doing on the charts. So for this, we can go over to ironforge.pro, which is where you can see how many people are raiding and like being raid logged and people like that. You basically get a statistics for how many active people there are based on the raid logs that we have active, and like how many people are actively doing the raids. So for this, we can check out Wrath, Classic Era, and Classic Season of Discovery, which is exactly what we're doing right now. And I'm going to be comparing first of all the overall numbers, and then a couple of servers that are interesting to me, and we can check out the faction balance as well, once again based on max level characters and characters participating in the raids. So for Wrath, you can see right here we have a total amount of 200,000, or I guess 201,600 people that are actively raiding, and I think this is like 201,000 unique separate characters, so it could be like 100,000 people all leveling or like doing raids on 2 characters. It could be 50,000 people doing it on 4 characters. You get the point. Some people have alt and some people only have 1 character, but it's 201 separate unique characters raiding every single week. For Classic Era on the other hand, we can see roughly 1/10 of that, so you can see 22,346, which in my opinion is still quite a lot, by the way. And then we have Classic Season of Discovery. You can also see this is from the data reset from November 22 to November 28. I just want to point that out as well. So for Season of Discovery, we can check right here, we have 374,495, and once again this was before December. I think a lot more people have hit max level. Actually this one shows in December, so you can see it, yeah, right here we can see December, here we can see November, and here we can see November again. That actually now we can see December. That was really weird. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so Wrath shows December, perfect. Classic Era shows something else, and then Season of Discovery shows from December to the 2nd of January. Either way, I just want to compare for the most part here Wrath compared to Season of Discovery, because they are the 2 things here that kind of are interesting to me. Where I played Wrath before, I've been raid logging on Wrath, I still kind of am, and I'm just really like, I think it's so cool to see there's just about twice as many people raiding on Season of Discovery. So we have 374,495 unique characters that are logged for raids every single week. Once again, going back to Wrath, we have 200,000, so it's almost twice as many people in Season of Discovery. For the overall faction balance, we can also see 56.7% Alliance to 43% Horde compared to Wrath, which was pretty much the same thing but the other way around, with 55.7% Horde and 44.3% Alliance. So once again, really cool to see so many people here. 374,000, that is a massive amount. And now I do want to say, there's one big thing here. For Wrath, the level cap is level 80, so getting to level 80 takes time, and for Season of Discovery, max level is 25, which getting there does not take that much time. That being said, Wrath has been out now since 2019, like we had Classic WoW, go to TBC, then go to Wrath, so a lot of people already have max level characters in Wrath, while for Season of Discovery, it's been out for a month, people are still leveling, like some people don't have a level 25 yet, which is fine by the way. It just proves that there's still people that are still leveling in Season of Discovery. So even though getting to level 25 is easy and fast, Wrath has been out for so long that getting to level 80 in Wrath as well at this point is also easy and fast, plus you have the boost. So I think these numbers are really, really cool and fun to look at. And also, once again, 374,000. Now I just want to compare my personal server for both of these two versions of the game. So in Season of Discovery, I'm playing on Living Flame. You can see Living Flame right here for EU, the most popular server as well. That is actually kind of cool. And 69,750 people overall, with a 54% to 46% faction split. And comparing that to my Wrath server, we actually have to scroll down, and it's Pyrewood Village EU, which is a PvE server, which has 5,900 people. That means that my Season of Discovery server has 12 times as many active players that are raiding right now. 12 times. That is insane to me. And even comparing, for example, Living Flame to going back to Gehenna, for example, one of the most popular servers for raiding it, especially in Classic Wrath, we have 16,700 people, which means that Living Flame is more than 4 times as active as Gehenna's. And that is pretty insane if you ask me. Now, there are a couple of metrics here that are important to keep in mind, and that is, for example, the length of the raid itself. In Season of Discovery, one run of doing BFD, I think for the most part takes people about 40 to 45 minutes, if you have to put an average, because some people do under 30-minute runs, and some people do over 1 hour runs. So I think an average would be about 45 minutes for a BFD run, while the average for an Ice Crown Citadel run is going to be more about 3 hours. So that's like more than 3 times as much time spend, which means that even if you have 10 alts in Wrath, raid logging on all 10 alts is going to be very difficult unless you have unlimited time. If you're like a full-time content creator or a streamer or something, raid logging on 10 alts, that's going to be like, let's just say an average of 3 hours per raid. That is 30 hours per week spent raiding, while if you're doing this in Season of Mastery, that is just about, what, 5 hours spent on raiding on 10 characters, like 5-6 hours in total spent on raiding on those same alts. Like, sure, you have to level up the characters in Season of Discovery, you have to do the same in Wrath, unless you buy the boost, but just the sheer time spent on the raid itself, the raid is just going way faster in Season of Discovery, which I think helps pump these numbers up, because it just means that more people can do the raid on more of their alts, because the raid is so fast. So even though it says right here 374,000 people, or unique characters that has been logged, I don't think there's this many people. I mean, personally, I'm raiding on all 9 characters, so I'm definitely bringing this number up, or bringing like the average number of raids per actual person up, since I'm doing 9 as one person, and all of them are being logged separately, so I count as 9 people in this case, and I think the average here would be probably closer to 200,000 or less. That being said, there's definitely people doing alt raiding in Wrath as well, so like this number as well is probably less than 100,000 unique people, because once again, most people have at least one alt they're raiding on, even in Wrath and in Season of Discovery. So yeah, either way, really cool stuff to look at, and it's really, really makes me happy to see this many people actually raiding in Season of Discovery, because that was one of the main things that I went into the season being a little little bit questionable about how popular BFD would be. It's a dungeon we've done 100 times, and I was questioning how popular that could be as a raid, and especially at level 25, like who's gonna bother raiding at 25? And here I am doing the raid on every single character, every single reset. So I guess I fell into the trap. Either way, I've really been enjoying Season of Discovery so far, and it really makes me happy to see these numbers backing up how popular the season actually is, and I can't wait to see if Phase 2 makes it more popular, or basically what happens in Phase 2. Either way, that's the video for today. Let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. Is the number surprising to you, or was it what you was expecting? Let me know in the comments down below. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed the video as well, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, by the way, if you haven't, for more Season of Discovery content. I'm trying to do daily videos when I have something to talk about, talking about everything in the game, from like the raiding perspective, leveling alts, tips and tricks, Phase 2 prep, gold making, and gold farming. We're focusing a lot on gold farming and gold making because that's what I'm personally doing in the game, but I'm also raiding so much, so I'm picking up tips and tricks here and there and sharing with you guys. So if that's something you're interested in, then definitely subscribe and stay tuned for daily videos. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.